Week 6 is upon us here in Franchise X. Week 6 was full of surprises and an upset. This is the X-Cap Show. We are kicking off our highlight show with our first game, and it's our Week 6 game of the week between the Tennessee Titans and the Denver Broncos. This matchup was a tale of two halves for sure. Tennessee led 9-0 at halftime and then were outscored 24-0 in the second half. Tennessee led in all stat lines except punt returns, turnovers, and the red zone percentage. Denver takes a 24-9 victory and moves to 5-1, and Tennessee falls to 3-3. Our next game featured is the Vikings taking on the surging Eagles. Vikings quarterback Kirk Cousins finished the game 20 of 22, 160 yards, and 4 interceptions. Eagles quarterback Carson Wentz also threw 3 interceptions but had the 1 touchdown. Alvin Kamara for the Eagles had 84 rushing yards and 1 touchdown. The Eagles take this matchup 20-7. Next week, the Eagles take on the Dallas Cowboys, and that will definitely be a game to watch. In our final game, we have the upset of the week. The Buccaneers upset the undefeated Panthers 48-20. The Buccaneers quarterback Ben Roethlisberger was crazy good, 18 of 24, 318 yards, 4 touchdowns, and just the 2 interceptions. The Panthers quarterback Will Grier had his first hiccup in his magical run as injured Cam Newton looks on from the sidelines. Grier finished the game 14 of 28, 269 yards, 1 touchdown, and 6 interceptions. Former Falcons running back was in old form with the Bucs, rushing 16 times for 126 yards and 1 touchdown. Both teams will head into their bye weeks during Week 7. Looking at other scores and games around the league, just a few that stick out. The Green Bay Packers get their first win of the season, 46-18, against the Detroit Lions. The San Francisco 49ers defeat the Los Angeles Rams 51-22. The surging Cincinnati Bengals get a win over the Baltimore Ravens 58-24. And the Dallas Cowboys hand the Jets a big donut 29-0. Here we have the hottest teams currently in Franchise X. At number 1 we have the Cleveland Browns, Cincinnati Bengals at number 2, the Chicago Bears at number 3, the Carolina Panthers at number 4, and the Philadelphia Eagles rounding the list out at number 5.
Let's move on to the league signings for Week 6. The Lions re-signed defensive tackle A'Shawn Robinson to a 4-year, $18.8 million contract. The Patriots shore up their offensive line and re-signed Joe Thuney to a 4-year, $46.8 million contract. The Titans have secured 2 major pieces of their offense, signing Derrick Henry to a 6-year, $37.8 million deal, and Marcus Mariota to a major 6-year, $156 million contract. The Raiders signed tight end Luke Wilson to a 3-year, $9 million contract. The Chiefs lock up their cornerback Kendall Fuller for 7 years with $114 million. And lastly, the Texans signed quarterback Bradley Roby for 3 years, $21 million, and defensive end DJ Reader to a 3-year, $19.4 million contract.
For our last segment of the X-Cap Show, I am sitting down with Eagles owner. This roster that you've built is pretty amazing. Would it be correct to say anything less than a Super Bowl appearance is unacceptable?
Super Bowl appearance? Huh. Well, man, I appreciate you asking that, and I appreciate you shouting out my roster. But I will say that when it comes to my team that I've built, I had a lot of really talented players on it that didn't really fit my style, and I kind of just wanted to work with it. And I think that talent-wise, mixed with my team and the success that we've had so far, I feel like winning a playoff game is basically where we're at. That's going to be our main focus. That's going to be our main goal. And if we continue to grow and get better with the new Madden, then I think maybe we could have a shot. But right now, anything less than winning a playoff game would probably be unacceptable. Super Bowl is a lofty goal, but it wouldn't be unacceptable if we didn't make it.
Your Week 6 game against the Vikings, everyone was pretty hyped about it. Would you say that Week 6 was your time to kind of prove that you're a competing team in the league?
So yeah, when it came to the Week 6 matchup against Zanet, I know that he's been a face of the franchise X and the guys for a long time. I've watched him play. And he's kind of one of my, he's one of my buddies, and I kind of get to watch him all the time because I'm always on the stream. So scouting him wasn't that hard. I feel like I'm really good at the game myself, so coming in as kind of like a wild card, I kind of just have to see where I rank. So yeah, he played, a good defensive game, only held me to 20, and I threw that pick 6, but the defense shut him out, so that's really great. And I really think that it kind of put some people on notice. Still a lot of people are kind of putting me on the back burner, and that's fine, but I got a good team, and I hope that as we grow, I'm number 6 right now in the power rankings. I hope we can continue to move up, but next step's Dallas.
Your next 5 games are against some pretty tough teams. What would you predict your record to be before the bye?
Yeah, I do have some really tough opponents coming up. My goal is always to go undefeated. So that's what I'm going to say. I will be very happy with 2-1 before the bye, going against Bills, Cowboys, and Bears. Watch them all play. Respect all their games. But like I said, I come into it expecting to win, and then just kind of go from there. I kind of adopted this after talking to Xander, so I shot him out for that. He told me I got to be in that killer mindset that I always want to win regardless, instead of thinking that I'm going to lose. But it's kind of crazy, coming to a new league with all these guys that are really talented but have kind of been here, But I've been there too, just in different leagues. So anything less than 2 wins in these next 3 weeks before the bye is going to be absolutely unacceptable. And we will take nothing less. So we got to start it off strong with Dallas. And I know I got the Chupacabra, the CEO, waiting in the wings right before my bye week. So, we got to get these boys ready for a really crazy defensive matchup then. Bills is no slouch either. Sheehan, I think. And, so we got to take one game at a time, start with the Cowboys, work through the Bills, and then hit the Bears.